Hi. Well, I'm still in quarantine. It's been way over 2 months now that I've been in quarantine. And I've been working on some of my diet stuff, but then I've lost control because, as you know, in quarantine, what are you going to do but eat and watch television? I have heard, if I heard the word corona one more time, I feel like I'm going to break into a hives or something. But as you notice, I have changed the look of my blog. I'm now calling it In My Opinion because I'm going to be talking about some things that I'm opinionated about, I guess. And I changed down there where it says men live in the moment, women live in the future. And that'll probably tie into a lot of my conversations. I'll be talking about relationships and things that I hear on the news and just things that I feel strongly about. And that's it. I hope everyone is doing well going in quarantine. While you're in quarantine, it's hard, I know. But we're trying to get this, they're trying to, we as a nation are trying to get this virus right by doing our part, and our part is staying in the house. But today I want to talk about the Me Too movement. I was sitting and I was thinking last night, I thought, you don't hear as much about it when it first started evolving. It was Me Too this, Me Too that. And I got to thinking, I was thinking about this situation going on with Joe Biden and this lady that's come out after years and said he sexually harassed her. And I was thinking, why does it take these women so long to come out with these allegations? I mean, if you're sexually harassed, why don't you just come out the next day, the moment you walk out the office? What's taking you so long? Why is it like with Bill Cosby and Weinstein? These women waited 20 and 30 years and then they come out and they're praised because they're coming out and they're standing up for their rights and this and that. I think that's a coward. And I'm a woman coming to you with this opinion, and this is in my opinion. Because if you were all that brave, you would have came out the day after. Joe Biden been vice president for 2 terms. Why didn't she come out then? I don't understand why come out now so you can trying to keep him from being president, I guess. And then with Bill Cosby, all those women that drink the Kool-Aid. I mean, why you didn't come out then? Because you wanted to be a women are deceitful, and we do lie. You might want to call it instead of Me Too movement is She Do Lie movement. Women lie too now. Women like in my below in my name of my blog, it says men live in the moment, women live in the future. At the moment, that man ain't thinking about nothing but what he can get from you. And you're there knowing that this is going to enhance your future because you're letting them do all this stuff or this is happening to you. They say Bill Cosby did some drugging, which is totally wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not agreeing that these men should get away with this. I'm just saying women are always not totally blameless. Because if my mom this happened to my mother, and she come out 40 years later, I'm gonna say, Mama, why you wait so long? I'm not proud of you. I'm like, why you wait so long? Okay, you went on and became a movie star and you got what you wanted, and now that you can no longer get what you need, you're gonna come forth and try to say, oh, I'm so brave now. You're not brave. You're not vindictive. Why didn't you come out earlier? Nobody wants to hear about it now. You're not brave. And then the Me Too movement, they need to call it the Me Who Lie movement, the She Lies movement, because women lie too. And then you only got her side and his side. And what makes her side so believable? Yeah, the men say, no, I didn't do that. It was consensual. And then they go back for more, and then they write love letters. At this point, you really lose your credibility with me because I'm thinking, I don't see me running back in there saying, rape me again, or something like that. I just crazy. So, women, I think you actually doing this Me Too movement has actually, I think you back made women move back a little bit. You've actually pushed us back. Where we worked so hard to become respectable in the job field and in our careers and stuff like that. Now men are probably like, oh, they got that Me Too stuff going on. Don't tell her shoes are pretty. Don't look her in the eyes. Let's be respect. That is so sad to have to think that men are just have to worry about just saying anything to a woman. And why aren't you woman enough to stand up at the moment he says it to you and say, don't talk to me like that? I don't appreciate that. Don't ever address me like that again. And then walk away. No, you're gonna run off and write it on a little piece of paper and then give it to somebody, and 20 years later you're gonna come out, he sexually harassed me. Sometimes men get sexually harassed too. And sometimes women put themselves in a position to be sexually harassed. I don't I like I said, this is in my opinion. I think the Me Too movement may have went a little bit too far. I noticed it's died down a lot. Of course, Corona's taken over everything, and that's understandable because it's a horrible, horrible disease, and people are dying from it. And and we don't know when the end's going to come to it. But right now, this moment in time, this was what was on my mind because I happened to see that about Joe Biden. Of course, Corona's on my mind too. And I've prayed and prayed and prayed. Now, I know some family members are still have gotten Corona, and they are still in the hospital from it. But I just wanted to give my opinion on the Me Too movement. I hope women will rethink this, and when someone comes to them and says, I was so sexually harassed 20 years ago, I'd probably sit them down and say, why didn't you say something 20 years ago? Why now? Why are you coming out now? I mean, go to the person that sexually harassed you, and you can tell them up front, you did this to me 20 years ago, and I want money for it. Why put yourself out there in the limelight, in the newspapers, on television? Why disgrace your family? And like I said, why would you? When if it was my mom, I'd say, Mom, why you wait so long? I mean, maybe the younger women are feeling empathy toward you. I'm a woman over 60. I'm a woman over 60, and I know women do lie. I don't know the conniving things that a woman will do to get to where she needs to be. And that little split between her legs has always been a way for her to get where she needs to be, if she used it that way. And I'm not saying these women did use it that way. I'm just saying it makes you look really shady. And it's not anything that I would want to drag my family through. And I guess you would say I've been to therapy, and that's great. You went to therapy and you dealt with it in therapy. Deal with the best way to deal with it, I would think, would be just with the person that it happened to you with, and you and them can come to a conclusion on it. Because if you take it to court, it's going to be the same thing. The judge is going to, like with some of the movie stars that Bill Cosby had to deal with, they got money out of it. They got money settlements out of it. So in other words, there's a price tag on. Well, and so, I mean, that's how I feel about Me Too. I think that Me Too needs to be called She Does Lie Too. Okay? And so, but anyway, check out my new page. My new page is called In My Opinion. And I'm going to be doing some more stuff, in my opinion. And I'm going to be staying in. Of course, I'm still going to do quarantine. And everyone stay safe. And give me your comments on this. I'm sure I'll have some negative ones, and that's just fine because what my answer to that is in my opinion. That's what it's called. Subscribe and comment, and everyone stay safe.